Hi everyone. As
Hello.
promised, we go live on Facebook to address your queries regarding the UPSC examination. जैसे कि सबको लगता है कि UPSC एग्जामिनेशन काफ़ी टफ होती है एंड राइटली सो पीपल फ्रॉम डिफरेंट फील्ड सिट फॉर इट. बहुत सारे लोग बैठते हैं एंड at different levels of their education, so that makes it very tough. But as Athar and I both can vouch for, if you have a smart strategy, अगर आपकी एक smart strategy हो तो it's very easy actually to tackle the examination. So जो मेरा पहले एक पोस्ट था उस पर काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस आप लोगों ने डाले थे एंड उसमें से मुझे एक जनरल आइडिया मिल गया कि what are the main problems that aspirants are facing. So we'll try to focus on those today and we'll again try to do this sometime later. मान लो कुछ छूट गया हो या कुछ चीज़ हम एड्रेस ना कर पाए हों. So I think जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हम सबको यहाँ एड्रेस करना चाहिए कि ये एग्जाम किस चीज़ को लेकर है, क्या एग्जैक्टली हमें हमारा मेन फोकस रहना चाहिए इस एग्जामिनेशन में, सो दैट वी हैव अ क्लियर आइडिया व्हाट आर वी डीलिंग विथ. सो यूपीएससी एग्जामिनेशन पर से आई थिंक इट्स मोर अबाउट व्हाट्स हैपनिंग अराउंड यू. आपके आसपास क्या चल रहा है, देश में क्या चल रहा है, विदेश में क्या चल रहा है. सो यू नीड टू बी वेरी अवेयर एंड वेरी कॉन्शियस ऑफ एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग अराउंड यू. Atha, you would want to say something on this?
Yeah, she's absolutely right. I think, first of all, it's very important to get an overview of what this examination is all about. What is the demand of this examination? And once understanding them, then you should plan your preparation accordingly. So she's absolutely right that this examination is all about, understanding the things around you, understanding your country well, understanding, what's going on in the world.
So like I said, understanding what's happening. So it's very simple. To understand what's happening in present, you need to know what has happened in the past. So history becomes important. To understand what's around you, you need to know your geography well. To understand how your economy is performing, of course, you need to get your economics right. So that's how, the whole UPSC exam is all about. So of course, a clear bias है towards humanities. We are mostly dealing with subjects which are towards the liberal arts. So of course, जहाँ उतना साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी यूज नहीं होता है जो प्रोबेबली से अदर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में यूज होता है. सो हियर यू नीड टू बी वेरी गुड इन से हिस्ट्री, वेरी गुड इन योर पॉलिटी एंड लॉ, वेरी गुड इन ज्योग्राफी, वेरी गुड इन फिलोसफी. सो you have to first get this fact straight that this is a humanities oriented exam. and जब आपको ये अच्छे से समझ आ जाएगा तो अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी भी वैसे ही ओरिएंट करेंगे. नाउ अगर हम स्ट्रैटेजी की बात करें तो एज पर योर क्वेश्चंस मेरे को डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स ने अप्रोच किया. स्टूडेंट्स हु आर इन स्कूल, students who are in college, students who are done with college and want to now prepare for the exam, and those aspirants who are also working professionals जो part time job कर रहे हैं. So we are dealing with different categories of students and जैसे सबकी circumstances अलग हैं, सबकी level of education अलग है, तो सबकी of course strategy भी different होगी. So I think we'll go step by step. Since I also started preparing from school, so probably I can take on that. When we are in school, of course, I think the main focus should be clearing your board examination. So don't take too much pressure into thinking कि अभी से ही हम यूपीएससी का इतना पढ़ लेंगे. It's not possible. आपकी भी उतनी एज भी नहीं हुई है, ना ही उतनी एजुकेशन लेवल हुई है. But of course, it's very good to start early. So the only thing you can do is develop newspaper reading and focus on the 11th and 12th NCERTs because those books only become the core books for preparation for UPSC. So अपना आप काम हल्का कर सकते हो by focusing on your school studies very well. And of course, if you can develop newspaper reading habit, then nothing like it. If I think we need to take a break here for one moment. There's a phone ringing. Yeah. Really sorry. No, I think.
Hello. अभी don't अभी थोड़ा दिखाएंगे. Thank you.
कौन था? पढ़ रहे हो, कुछ भी पढ़ रहे हो, अगर आपको कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट लगता है कि अच्छा ये शायद मेरे एग्जामिनेशन से कुछ रिलेटेड है, ऑलवेज टेक अ नोटिंग.
Okay, there's one very common question. They say, please give a list of some books which are
Yeah.
necessary.
So this is I think this is the most often asked question कि एक book list हम दें कि कौन सा subject कहाँ से prepare करना. I think this is a question of a lot of aspirants. I think we can begin with history. So history has three parts. It has ancient, medieval, and modern history. Ancient history is mostly asked in prelims. Medieval as well as in medieval history, some part of it, I think, tending towards the modern comes in the mains, but mostly ancient and medieval prelims में ही आता है. So when you know कि prelims is like a yes or no वाला question type, so you know that your preparation has to be factual. एंड वेन यू नो कि जो मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री है वो मेंस के पेपर में आएगा, मतलब यहाँ पे आई हैव टू बी मोर एनालिटिकल, मोर डिस्क्रिप्टिव. सो प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी ही डिफर करती है. हाउएवर फॉर बुक्स, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट बुक्स फॉर हिस्ट्री, एंशियंट एंड मिडिवल हिस्ट्री एज वेल एज मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री के लिए, तीनों के लिए 12th की एनसीईआरटी होती है. वी ऑल स्टडी एनसीईआरटी, ट्रस्ट मी. अथर आई स्टडी एनसीईआरटी, आई डिड एनसीईआरटी, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस, ऑफ कोर्स देयर विल बी सम क्वेश्चंस व्हिच नोबडी नोज, but at least like 85 to 90% questions come from NCERTs. So for ancient and medieval Indian history, you need to do NCERTs. For modern Indian history, of course, the NCERT plus spectrum.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. And also especially for the students who are not from non-humanity background, say
science
students and engineering students, NCERTs are really, they act as anchors. You know, for example, you're reading history, NCERT books, they do help you, you know, getting hold of some basic things. After that, if you read other books, they become very easy for you. So I would particularly, you know, also focus on this thing that NCERTs are absolutely a must, especially for history and geography. Okay, then there's one question. What is the perfect strategy to top the examination?
Perfect strategy to top, we shall come to that later. First we'll complete the book list. You were talking about the book list. So
yes.
That was history. If we talk about geography, I think geography has two parts, physical and human geography. For physical geography, it's 11th class fundamentals of physical geography NCERT. It's a blue color ki NCERT, class 11th. For the human geography, we require 12th class ki yellow color ki, what is it called? I think it's called human geography only. So these two books are for physical geography and human geography. We also need to study a bit of Indian geography, which again I think 12th class ki NCERT and 10th class ki NCERT. So as you can see guys, it's mostly NCERTs. So those people who want to clear IAS are in schools, take your NCERTs really seriously. A new upcoming area in UPSC is environment and ecology. So environmental science is very important. A lot of questions are coming. बिल्कुल hot topic है ये. And I think environment के लिए best source है that you keep track of all the environment and ecological issues happening currently. So you know like कोई climate deal हो गई, climate change की कोई बात चल रही है, global warming की कोई बात चल रही है, कोई endangered animals की बात चल रही है, कुछ भी news में है. So you know, please keep track of it. Plus I think there's this very good book published by Shankar IAS Academy. It's green in color, and I think it's easily available in the market, and even its free PDFs are available online. So guys, you can download that, and I think it's a very good book.
And also like when it comes to environment and ecology, the current affairs part becomes extremely important. So when you are say so जब आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हैं, जब आप करंट अफेयर्स प्रिपेयर करते हैं, कि एक स्पेशल फोकस, स्पेशल इंपॉर्टेंस आप एनवायरनमेंट सेक्शन को दें. So many a times, so most of the questions which come in mains, they are much more related to what is happening, you know, in the current time rather than something very old. Okay, so polity and law.
Polity, I think polity, it's Lakshmikant, Lakshmikanta and Lakshmikant. There is no alternative.
That's true.
So there's no substitute. I think Lakshmikant is the most cliched book out there, but it's the best. So yes. I wouldn't suggest anything else. I did Lakshmikant, and Lakshmikant आप इतनी बार पढ़ोगे, like मेरी book तो totally it's like torn and in tatters, and I think we must have done Lakshmikant कितनी बार पढ़ा होगा, 10-15 बार तो पढ़ा ही होगा,
हाँ
इतनी बार।
ये, हाँ, ये पर्टिकुलरली ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट है कि अगर एक बार पढ़ के डोंट स्विच ओवर टू अनदर बुक, read Lakshmikant again and again. And apart from that, there's a small book, PM Bakshi, in which you find bare articles of the Constitution.
Right.
So you can also have it. So what you can do is, when you're reading a particular chapter from Lakshmikant, you can also, have that read the articles of the Constitution from PM Bakshi as well. It gives you, a better picture always. So you can also remember at times some of the important articles of the
तो to
Constitution as
just
well.
translate that into Hindi because we have bilingual friends here. अथर कह रहे हैं कि along with लक्ष्मीकांत you should also read constitution में जो actual articles हैं. So लक्ष्मीकांत is basically an explanation of those articles. So PM बख्शी की एक पतली सी किताब आती है जिसमें जो प्रॉपर लैंग्वेज में संविधान में जो हमारे एक एक करके आर्टिकल्स हैं वो लिस्टेड हैं, तो वो अगर आप साथ साथ लक्ष्मीकांत के साथ पढ़ेंगे तो आपको एक बेटर आइडिया मिलेगा और बेटर एक्सप्लेनेशन मिलेगी. देन आई थिंक what और कौन से हमारे सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं? We've covered history, we've covered geography, polity,
economics.
Yeah, economics is like the most trickiest, like सबसे problematic it's economics. Why? Because there's no good book on economics. Like we don't know कौन सी book suggest करे. Like हमने भी थोड़ा कोचिंग से समझा, कुछ न्यूज़पेपर से समझा, कुछ मम्मी से समझा, कुछ अंकल से समझा, कुछ आंटी से समझा. So economics is like a very troublesome topic. But I think the only helpful thing is that economics आजकल जो पूछा जा रहा है in UPSC exam, it's more current affairs oriented.
That's true.
So you really need to have a very good track about what's happening in the economy. So you really need to read that business page जो हम सब skip करने लिख सकता हूँ, गो फॉर हिंदी. सो डोंट फील कि नहीं हिंदी में मार्क्स नहीं मिलते या इंग्लिश में ज्यादा मार्क्स मिलते हैं.
Okay, I'm looking for the.
Okay. So it's not like that. Please. So ये अपने दिमाग से हटा दीजिए कि हिंदी वालों को कम मिलते हैं, इंग्लिश वालों को ज्यादा मिलते हैं. Choose whatever language. It may be Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil. But if you can write your answers well, you can express yourself well, then that is what UPSC is looking for.
Okay, can you tell something about ethics paper? So, I think ethics is also left. You can talk about ethics.
Okay, ethics. Ethics is another. What do I say? It's a very tricky area. I don't know. What would you say?
It's of course, very tricky area. In fact, ethics paper is
Like
such. The swing in marks is very huge. For example, if you talk about GS paper 1, most of the people do get marks between say 70 to 110. But in ethics, you can get marks either 150 and you can also get 50 marks. So there has been the case. A person getting 50 1 year in the ethics paper, next year getting 150, and that swing is huge. Then for ethics, as we know that in ethics paper there are two parts. The first part is slightly subjective and theoretical. The second part is that of the case studies. For the first part, I think it's important first of all to get hold of some of the theoretical concepts. There's this small book of Chronicle, lexicon Chronicle. It's kind of a dictionary of most of the terms on ethics and aptitude. Yeah. So you can go through it, try to maybe mug up or whatever, in whichever way, try to understand what those terms mean. What is aptitude? What is attitude? Different stuff like that. Once you are through that, then try to write as many answers as you can. Because at the end of the day, the paper is more about what you understand and how you understand, rather than what has been spoken by somebody else. For example, I guess in 2014.
I just would like to butt in here. One more book which is very good for ethics is by Ethics by Access Publishing House.
Yeah,
in the last 50 pages, they've just given a lot of case studies for
Subha Rao and Roy Choudhury. It's also a very good book, Subha Rao.
I did it from there.
Ethics. Yeah, it's a very good book. I forgot to mention it. It's Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude by Subha Rao and Roy Choudhury. It's a very good book. Yeah. It has a lot of case studies, a lot of questions which you can practice. So it would always be advisable to do that. And for the second part of your paper, for the case studies, the only way to prepare is to solve as many case studies as possible.
Yeah, case studies हम बहुत बार इग्नोर करते हैं. जैसे मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी में भी समथिंग वेंट रॉन्ग. इट वाज दैट कि मैंने इनफ केस स्टडीज प्रैक्टिस नहीं की थी, और जब मैं एग्जाम देने गई तो एक्चुअली कम टाइम में उन केस स्टडीज को सॉल्व करने में मुझे बहुत टाइम लग रहा था. एंड आई गॉट उस टाइम लिखते लिखते आई वाज पैनिकिंग, नर्वस हो रही थी कि आई डोंट हैव इनफ टाइम एंड सो मेनी केस स्टडीज, एंड आई वाज जस्ट विशिंग कि काश मैंने प्रैक्टिस उतनी कर ली होती. So I scored 110, but if I would have practiced more, probably say 115 आ जाते. So practice makes one's perfect. And case study is something कि आप कभी भी practice कर सकते हो. मान लो prelims ही पढ़ रहे हो and prelims का आप बोर हो गए, just pick up a case study it, समझो कि प्रॉब्लम है, एक रियल लाइफ प्रॉब्लम है, उसे आप अगर कलेक्टर होते तो आप कैसे सॉल्व करते. So that's like a good pastime also, and it will help.
That's true. In fact, for example, last year we had one of these case studies. There was a school in which a cook was from a scheduled caste, and she used to cook food for the midday meal. And gradually, when the other people in the village got to know, they started withdrawing their children from the school. So
it's like a real life problem. Like
it was actually a real life problem.
How do we tackle caste discrimination? So they actually even UPSC test करता है कि आपके views क्या हैं regarding social issues like casteism or say communalism, and how if you were in power, if you were given power, how would you solve it? So it tests your personality in a way, and it's always better कि आप पहले से ही प्रैक्टिस कर लें कि आप कैसे लिखेंगे, अपने व्यूज पहले से ही बना लें. व्यूज अगर जो भी हैं उन्हें या तो करेक्ट करें या और बेहतरीन बनाएं. राइट. I think
there's a very interesting question actually.
Okay.
I have a tattoo on my wrist. Am I eligible for UPSC examination?
Oh. Yes. The tattoo doesn't matter.
Just hide it at the time of your
tattoo,
interview.
Without tattoo. But if the tattoo is visible during the interview, they might ask a question on it कि इस tattoo का significance क्या है और तुमने क्यों लगाया है.
Yes.
पर वैसे there's no restriction यार, ऐसे थोड़ी ना है.
There's one question on art and culture.
Yeah,
I think,
art and culture. Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about it.
I think we forgot to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Art and culture is very difficult subject because there's no good book. Also difficult because हमें schools में art and culture उतना पढ़ाया नहीं जाता और हमारा इसलिए बचपन से interest inculcate नहीं होता, which is very wrong and needs to be corrected. Third thing, art and culture prelims में भी आता है and mains में भी आता है, so you can't get rid of it. और खुदा ना खास्ता हो सकता है इंटरव्यू में भी पूछ लें. सो आर्ट एंड कल्चर पे फोकस देना पड़ेगा. काफी लोग इग्नोर करते हैं और सिग्निफिकेंट मार्क्स लूज कर देते हैं. अगर आप आर्ट एंड कल्चर थोड़ा परफेक्ट कर लेंगे, यू माइट गेन ब्राउनी पॉइंट्स बिकॉज लोग इसे प्रिपेयर नहीं कर पाते. आर्ट एंड कल्चर के लिए एनसीईआरटी की 12th की एक बुक आती है. इट्स फाइन आर्ट्स. पीपल हु टेक फाइन आर्ट्स एज अ सब्जेक्ट इन देयर 11th एंड 12th, फाइन आर्ट्स की जो बुक आती है दैट इज यूज्ड फॉर आर्ट एंड कल्चर.